What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TW Motorsports, and today we are working on, no, this is not mine. This is my dad and mom. Say hi.
Hi.
We are putting brakes on my mom's Enclave. It started to make some squeaky noise. All we're going to replace is the pad, so it should be a pretty short cut and dry video, but I figured I would show you guys because it is something I'm doing, and no, it is not exciting, but maybe one of you guys out there has one of these and need to know how to do it. So we're going to start by getting this thing off the ground. 7/8 is what the factory lug nut size is. It should be the same on yours depending on model and year. I'm sure they probably changed it, but 7/8 is what we're going to use. Get the tires off and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think so.
Why should she drive that over?
It's all right.
So since we're just changing the pads, I'm just going to take the caliper off itself. So no sense of taking the bracket or any of the rest of it loose. So all we need is a 13 millimeter, and obviously we need to loosen this. I like to use a rubber mallet. Get it started, and then once we do that, then generally they come right out. And it is. If this centerpiece turns, you may have to put something on it to keep it from turning. But luckily it did not. Once we do that, should be able to get this thing off, and I might grab something to hang it with. I'm not real sure. Just depends on how much we have to compress the brake once we get it off. Yeah, we're gonna have to, let me just set it here for now. The old ones are in there. Alright. And they're trashed, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the inside ones are gone.
That's from your mother riding on the brake at 60 miles an hour.
So apparently my mom rides on the brake at 60 miles an hour. Alright, I'm gonna have to pry that one off. I'm gonna go grab a pry tool. So we were able to get it off, but take a look at this pad. Bad. I think we should put rotors on it, but we're gonna go with no rotors for now. I am gonna put new hardware in it. The kit did come with new hardware. I always like to use that, so I'm gonna go grab my channel locks I use to compress this. I'd like to find a newer tool. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have seen the tool that sets in here and then it ratchets in. I'd really like to buy one of those. Let me know or show me a link of where I can get one. But until then, since I don't have one, I'm just going to use my old school C-clamp and compress this back in, and we'll get the new stuff in place. So depending on what hardware you get, a lot of times it'll come with new rubber boots here. And if it does, I like to take those off and re-grease them. But these are moving pretty well, so I'm going to leave them alone. Seems like none of them are frozen up or anything. So now that we've got our C-clamp out here, I like to use my old brake to compress it. That's how I do it anyway. Because it's a dual piston, if it were a single, you could probably just put it in the center like I did on my truck. But because it's got a dual caliper, if you push one in, the other one pops out, and so on. Now, some people will tell you should take the cap off the brake reservoir, but I can always get them in, it seems like, without doing that. And I just keep loosening it up, or tightening it up, going again. You can see it's starting to fall into place. This should be the last time here. Now we can get our old one out, and I'm going to spray this thing down with some brake clean. And we'll get that new hardware into place. Which, the cool thing, unlike other vehicles, it's not all different. It's just normal. It's nice. May have to take this off to get it in there though. Maybe not. So now we just need our pads. Should have opened these before I started the video. So you have one that has the indicator on it and one that doesn't. Now before, the indicator was in the back, so that's the way we're going to put these in. Now before we do that though, I'm going to put a little bit of caliper grease here in these slides on the front and the back. I'm also going to put a little bit, since this one's going to be in the back and facing those pistons, I'm going to put a little bit here just to keep it from making noise and rattling. And then on the front one, as you can see, it's going to sit right here. So I'm going to put a little bit here in the center and then a little bit on each end. Like I said, that just keeps it from making noise and rattling. But we should be good to go back together at this point. So I got the front one installed. So now all you gotta do is put the back one in. And I've seen where people put these in backwards. Don't do that. That's a bad thing. It ain't gonna stop very well anyway. And now we just got to slide our caliper on. Now that we got it in place, all we have to do is put our caliper back on. And bolt it back into place. And then I'll try to find you guys some torque specs. I'm not really sure what they are. Never worked on one before. I'm just going to snug them up for now until I find some torque specs, or at least something that's relatively close.
30 foot-pounds.
30 foot-pounds is what the slide bolts get torqued to. Now, just so you guys know, if you wanted to replace the rotor, not a whole lot more to it other than just once you get that off, you would have to take the two, looks like 21 millimeter back here, the brake caliper bracket off. So you would have to get that out of the way. And then this is like a T25 that just holds the brake rotor up into place. Once you do that, sometimes it's rusted. You might have to tap it a couple times with the hammer, pull the old one off, put the new one on. Make sure you wipe it down with some brake parts cleaner like what we've got here. And then that's all you got to do. So I'm going to torque this down. I think my dad's almost finished with the other side, and we should be finished. So now we turn the wheel. We're going to torque these things to 30 foot-pounds, which is not much. Which generally your slide bolts don't go much. Your your bolts that hold the bracket on goes pretty tight, but these guys generally aren't bad. So 30 foot-pounds and we are finished. Now, like I said, we got the other side finished as well. My dad did that. So what you have to know is you need to pump your brakes up before you just go taking off. Otherwise, you are going to roll right out into the road, traffic, wherever you're at, because these are not making contact, so they're not going to be braking. Now, since we're just doing the front and not the rear, you know, you probably still have rear brakes, but just be safe when you're backing out. Just know that you need to pump them up a little bit so you're not just driving off. So the very last thing we need to do is these things get torqued down really, really tight. 140 foot-pounds is what it calls for on an Enclave. So make sure that you torque your wheels. I know I did run them down with an impact, but as you can see, they still need to go quite a ways. So I don't have my impact set on max just for that reason. And we're all finished. So as I said, guys, we were all finished up, and it's not like my dad couldn't do this. He's very handy, but I just have a little more tools than him. So what would have taken him way longer, he doesn't have a way to compress the brakes, and he doesn't have any caliper grease and just stuff like that, you know. So hey, I love to help out anytime I can, especially with my family. But you could see my mom destroyed her brakes. Now, would I have put calipers and rotors on it? Or not calipers, but I mean put rotors on it? Absolutely, I probably would have, but he didn't want to. Not a big deal. I just think it wears the pad kind of uneven. So I'm not concerned at all that she's going to be not being able to stop or anything like that. I think that everything is fine. But guys, if you like this video, like always, smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, guys, I don't do stuff like this all the time, but it was for my mom and dad. So, you know, you got to do stuff like that for the family. Help them out. They would help me out. I know if I ask them to. My dad does stuff for me. Mow my yard when I can't get it done, stuff like that all the time. So that's how it works. You help somebody, they help you. And so anyway, if you did, like I said, smash that thumbs up button if you like it, if it was informative. If you're not subscribed, though, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon. There's one other thing I want to show you guys, though. My dad brought this over, and then my mom brought my dad's truck over. Now, there's not a lot of times that I can get both of these on camera, and this is probably the dirtiest it's ever been, but he dailies this. This truck is the reason that I bought this truck. He would not sell me this, and so I had to go find my own. As you can see, it is a 99 to 2002. It's actually a 2001. Mine's an 02, so the last year of this front end. But I just love this front end, and I really wanted this truck, but like I said, he wouldn't sell it to me, and that's fine because I love mine just as much. I actually like the fleet side better than the step side anyway, but maybe one of these days I will own this truck, guys. Probably 400,000 miles on this truck. Original motor, original trans. It is a 6-cylinder truck just like mine, and maybe we'll change that. He's been bugging me that if I ever do, when I do a V8 swap, he wants the motor for his truck, motor and trans, since his is so old. But it's not causing any issues, and doesn't really, I mean, it uses a little bit of oil for the age, but no issues whatsoever. But guys, stay tuned because we have a ton of stuff coming. I promise you I won't bore you with a bunch of Buick content all the time, although I really need to put brakes on my Lucerne back there. Can you see it back behind the truck? I do need to put brakes on that. So at some point you guys are going to have to suffer through me putting brakes on it. But until then, let's take a look at some of your rides and stay tuned to see what we work on, fix, buy, sell next.